Okay, I am unmuted. Is everyone else muted out?
Not
Almost there?
exactly, but yeah, for the most part, yes.
Awesome. Okay, great. Thank you so much, Maya.
Mhm.
Miss beautiful Maya. You know something? Can I just take a moment and just inhale this beautiful scene?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Inhale this beautiful scene. I see all these phenomenal women. I see faces of just wonderful, beautiful entrepreneurs. There's women who just so excited to be here. I know I'm excited, and believe me, we are just excited that you decided to join us for our very first Women's Empowerment event. This is something that is going to be hosted by Miss Nicole Jackson. But I want to introduce myself because I will be introducing her and just kind of give you a little bit of a background of why she decided. I mean, this is her vision. And I just jumped right on board as soon as she said, hey, you know, Dr. Harris, join me. So I am Dr. Lita Harris, and I am in Southern California. I am a gynecologist. I've been practicing for over 30 years now. But the last 6 years, I've been actually in private practice. So my entrepreneur spirit about me just pushed me to say, hey, I got to do medicine my way. I got to be able to treat women in a way that is enabling them to feel like someone's truly listening to them and hearing them, and it's going to be giving them options. That's not just a knee-jerk kind of way of doing things. So I've always been someone who's had that entrepreneur spirit. I've been involved with a lot of different multi-level marketing companies over the years. Most of them have been health and wellness products and things like that. I still am. I still do some health and nature because that's my practice. I like to offer people a different option. So, but a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago, when
Dr. Lita, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time hearing you, and I don't know. Maybe it's your microphone or the something or other. I don't know if any other.
Can you mute everybody out?
And
Dr.
now,
Lita, you have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Not exactly. It still kind of sounds like your microphone might be obstructed.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now that's not supposed to happen right now. Okay. The name of Jesus.
I can hear you really clear.
It's clear. Okay.
I hear you really clear. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if anybody else does, but
I do too. I hear you
Okay.
clearly.
Thank you.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah, I can now.
Carry on. Okay. All right. So I was starting to say that about maybe 4 years ago, when everyone was like running into the whole cryptocurrency thing, and I really didn't really understand it, to be honest with you, but I went ahead and got a Coinbase account. Okay. And I got like about $100 worth of cryptocurrency back then, just to kind of dabble in it. So it's one of those things where if you don't quite understand everything about it, sometimes it can be a little bit nerve-wracking, a little bit like, what am I doing here? But you do not have to be an expert in cryptocurrency in order to take advantage of what it has to offer. I kind of analogize it to having a landline, okay? And cell phones are coming out. Now you're still using a landline, but cell phones are coming out, and everybody is starting to get cell phones. So you can either decide to continue to stay using your landline, which you certainly can, but guess what? Cell phones are more and more being used. And if you don't keep up, and if you don't have like some level of awareness of what's going on and how things are changing in our world, you truly are going to be left behind, okay? Things are changing. We're moving more and more into a cashless society, as many of you know. But you probably realize, some of you who are in cryptocurrency realize that just a few, like the last couple of weeks, things have kind of been a little fluctuating on a downside, okay? So we were kind of like, hey, crypto, hey, it's going up. Bitcoin went from 3,500 last year to up to like 62,000. Y'all remember when it went up to like about 62,000? Now where is it, right? So there's going to be fluctuations in that. So how do you guard yourself against those really dramatic fluctuations that happen with cryptocurrency, but still be able to take advantage of something that uses cryptocurrency to help to stabilize yourself, okay? We have been able to find something, and I'm ecstatic about it because back in January, we were introduced, and that's actually how I got to know beautiful Nicole and beautiful Maya and beautiful Sarah and beautiful Mashonda, all of these beautiful women that are here, because I came upon this back in January. Now, as I said, I'm a doctor, I'm a gynecologist, I'm in private practice. So when you're in private practice, you're having your own business, which means your income can fluctuate depending on how things go. Now, remember 2020, okay? It's behind us, but some of the effects are still lingering for some of us. At the end of 2020, when my practice had to be shut down for about 2 to 3 months, where significant reduction of patient care was being addressed because everyone had to stay home, that affected me seriously, very, very seriously. And at the end of the year, I was in financial crisis. I ended up having to take out a lot of loans, a lot of what I kind of call predatory loans, ridiculously high interest loans, to the point where I was having to repay like loans on a daily basis or on a weekly basis. And then it got to where everything that I was making, all my revenue that was coming in from whatever little bit of work I was doing, was going to pay loans. It was really bad. So at the beginning of this year, I was introduced to what we're going to share with you all today. And literally within 2 months, I have been able to not only shut down all of those loans, start paying back those loans, I'm telling you, my credit cards, I'm paying down my credit cards. Just repairing my credit, not because of some credit repair system. I'm repairing my credit because I'm paying down my credit cards, okay? If you pay the money back, your credit score will go up, okay? But I didn't have the funds before, but guess what? I've been able to now have over $30,000 since the end of February that I've been able to use to come back. I'm not leaning on my practice. I've been able to do so much with that. And guess what? It continues to grow. This is such a phenomenal thing that we could not keep it to ourselves. We can't keep it to ourselves. We have to share with others, because we know that there's other people in similar situations, similar circumstances, that need a way out, or either them personally, or they know other people who need help. We must be a community of sharing positive things, powerful things with one another, so that we can have a spirit of just helping each other out. And so it's just, we couldn't hold this to ourselves, okay? And I know that there's a lot of successful people that's been part of our new community that are out there. And I know we can raise our hands and all this stuff, because I know we've been successful. So this is why we're bringing this to you. I am going to introduce you to Ms. Nicole Jackson, who I met through this community. Nicole is phenomenal herself. She is a self-made millionaire. She has 2 brick and mortar companies that she will tell her own personal story as well. She's been an entrepreneur all of her life. But the thing about her that I really love is that she has a passion for helping others as well. And she immediately leaps into a leadership position in our community to help all of our new members navigate through this process. She too has been successful. And guess what? I think the thing I really want to say about, she just got a sweet spirit. So although she's been very successful financially, she's got a sweet spirit, a helping spirit, a spirit that's willing to give. And I'm so grateful to her for her passion and her willingness. My husband, Bishop Harris, always says that it's not about your ability, but it's about your availability. So you can have all kind of ability, but if you're not being available to others, what good is it? So with that, I just want to introduce you all to Ms. Nicole Jackson, who's the host of this phenomenal event that we're having on this first Sunday evening. All right, Ms. Nicole Jackson.
Well, all right. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that warm introduction and welcome. I just want to say, thank you. Okay, first of all, I need a moment to take this in. This is so beautiful. I really did visualize just all of us ladies coming together. And because we really do have a different conversation when it's just us. So I got to take that in. And then I have to say a great big thank you to Dr. Lita Harris. You just really are somebody who inspires me. When I first looked at doing something different, I saw you, and you really helped me know that maybe this might be something that could make a real change in my life. So I really appreciate you. I really appreciate the leadership that you have taken on, and it's just super powerful. So I love how you said that this is my event, but it's not really my event. I mean, gosh, this is, I'm going to be sharing with you guys something that literally has changed my life. So many other ladies on this call's lives. We really have an amazing vision of what it is that we're doing going forth. But this has been a group effort. By no means is this the Nicole Jackson show, but I do appreciate that. I do appreciate Maya, who works tirelessly with me, and Bridget Copeland Harris, so many leaders that we see on the call, many of them that you're gonna hear from later on in this evening. So, but I wanna thank you guys for coming. It's 7 o'clock here in the Midwest. And I mean, on a Sunday, we could be doing so many other things. So I value your time, and I'm not going to keep you too long, but I want to thank you all for showing up. And guys, I just want to really just see if I can, bring you something from my heart to yours, something that has really helped me find some stability in this time. One of the things that Dr. Lita mentioned was that, we're looking at cryptocurrency. I'll tell you my cryptocurrency story is that that I really am not a cryptocurrency expert. I don't claim to be, I don't want to be. And the reason why is because I just simply don't have the bandwidth. I do have two businesses that are very successful, and they take time from me. And I never really thought or wanted to even, learn something else, if you will. I didn't want to dig and dive that deeply into something else. But I bought some cryptocurrency a couple years ago because I had to, in order to participate in a program. And that cryptocurrency went from some change, maybe a couple $100s. And then, I don't know, it may have been $1,000. I don't know how much it was, but I looked at it 2 years later in January, and it was $18,000, right? So I mentioned that because I say I had to purchase that cryptocurrency to participate. That's what we're all looking at. We're all looking at having to participate in this industry because it's here, it's happening as we go into this new way of living in this cashless society, because I don't know if you're aware that we're going cashless. We certainly are. We're going to have to have a basic understanding and a basic entry into this industry. And what we've done as an organization, and why you're here this evening, is we've been able to leverage our cryptocurrency, leverage our networks via this amazing system to hedge against any type of fluctuations. See, when in the marketplace, when Maya and I wrote that language that many of you got as an invitation that, hey, whether you're participating in the bull run of cryptocurrency, it was literally a bull run 3 weeks ago. But as you guys can see, it's not anymore, and it happened quickly. Okay, so we were able to take our cryptocurrency and use a phenomenal system that I want to share with you guys tonight to raise funds. We've been raising funds. Dr. Lita told you how she was able to pay off debt. I was able to secure myself somewhat. Like I said, I have two businesses, and I thought, I've been doing well for the past 5 years. I was pretty excited. And then COVID came, And it literally shut my stores down for 3 months. And I had no money coming in, and I got a whole slap in the face. Like, sister, you do not have it going on like you think you did, right? Because I didn't have anything else. And it really kind of shook me to my core. When you're insecure, you do crazy things. Sometimes, you might do, you do things that you don't want to do. I thought I was going to be doing some really hard stuff in the real estate development space, which real estate is my background. And then I was brought this system, and I still was a little bit nervous about it because it really, it dealt with it dealt with a digital wallet. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys know about a digital wallet, and I've learned much since then in January, but it dealt with a digital wallet. My mentor shared it with me. He said, listen, Nicole, this is it. And I was just like, okay, I don't understand it. But he said, just trust me. And I did, and I'm so thankful that I did, because I started to raise money on this platform, and it's been incredibly powerful. Not only have I been able to raise tens of thousands, multiple tens of thousands of dollars, but more importantly, I've watched other ladies who I love and care about do the exact same thing. So I don't know why it is that you are here. Maybe you have a business. A lot of my friends and family all are entrepreneurs, and you may have a business that you want to just secure. Maybe you have some investments that you need to make. Maybe you'd like to invest in cryptocurrency. You'd like to invest in other things. Maybe you just got some kids that you need to send to college. You're trying to figure out how to do so. I want to share my screen with you and share with you something that could potentially bring that to pass for you. So let me do that. Let me just share my screen. All right. And all right. So, and even before I do that, I need to do this so I don't get distracted any further. How about that? All right. Okay. So, yeah, I want to share with you guys something that literally has, like I said, it secured me. It secured my future. I felt like, wow, this is something I could build a retirement on. And so I'm going to share with you guys the system that literally we have leveraged ourselves into the world's first self-driving economy. Okay. And it might sound crazy to you, but hey, I remember when self-driving cars sounded crazy, right? But now we're seeing them, driving down the street because technology has caught up so that it's not a figment of our imagination anymore. We are actually seeing that. Well, the same thing happened in the financial world, where technology has caught up that we can put our finances on autopilot, right? So we're really excited about that. And the way that we're able to do that is with this crowdfunding system. And the interesting thing is, and this is why you keep hearing me say how we've leveraged the system. Because if you think about the most successful people, when I study the most successful people in the world, they all have one thing in common: that they leverage the efforts of other people. They leverage money, they leverage systems, they leverage their networks while everybody else looks for work. You don't know one millionaire, billionaire that has a job. No, they use leverage. They leverage these systems in order to create those finances. So wherever you are today and whatever it is that you're looking for, you may have a cause, you may have something, whatever it is that you want to raise money for. I want to present to you guys a system that could absolutely do that for you on this evening. So, you may be asking, why crowdfunding? And it's very important to note that it is the reason is because the timing is so perfect. Back in 2012, our then president, Barack Obama, he signed into law something called the Jobs Act. Okay, and what it did was it allowed companies and people to acquire funding through online portals where to non-accredited investors, where prior to that, only accredited investors were allowed to invest in this way. And if you don't know what an accredited investor is, it's somebody who had an income over $250,000 and $1 million in assets. So you guys can see how that was pretty much reserved for the 3%. most people were not able to participate in this until the Jobs Act. And it literally legitimized crowdfunding, where crowdfunding in general it was created as an alternative to going into a bank, applying for, qualifying for, and getting a loan that you have to pay back and pay back with interest. So it was designed as an alternative to that. Okay. And so these, this legitimized crowdfunding, all these crowdfunding companies popped up, GoFundMe, Indiegogo, all that, even Facebook. But Co-op5050, we threw our hat in the ring. We absolutely do crowdfunding. However, we do it in an amazingly unique way. We do it better than anybody on the planet, because traditional, if you think about it, and I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of the traditional crowdfunding campaigns are completely unsuccessful. Most people never reach their fundraising goals on those platforms. And the reason for that is twofold. One is that you have to market. You still have to market it, right? Most people don't know how to do that. And two, you're completely reliant on the goodwill of people to give into your cause, right? And who wants to do that anyway, right? But Co-op5050, we are a crowdfunding company, okay? So you can absolutely crowdfund in the traditional way in our system, okay? You can set up a campaign in your back office, you can name it, you can talk about it, put a video, pictures, all that. You can do all of that stuff. However, I don't do it this way. Like I said, traditional crowdfunding is not successful, right? But here, let me share with you, let me break down the Co-op5050 system that we're so incredibly excited about. Our system allows givers to become receivers. Now, how about that for some incentive, right? I mean, now we're talking, okay? So Co-op5050, it's a 2x2 peer-to-peer crowdfunding system where 100% of every donation goes to the participants, okay? Now, this is big. You always receive 50% of all your referrals, and the 50% goes to somebody else in the community to fund their cause, right? Co-op5050 is transparent, it's fully automated, and it cannot be manipulated. There's no middleman, there's no commissions that you're paying. You don't have to wait. As soon as you receive a donation, you can take that donation and do what it is that you will. You can use this money immediately to put towards any cause that you choose. Now, you don't have to be a charity. You don't have to be a 501c3. You can be raising money for absolutely whatever it is that you choose to do. Okay, I mean, there's people on the line who are raising money for all sorts of amazing things. Like I said, they are putting their kids into private school. They are helping kids who have been aged out of foster care system. There are so many reasons why people are raising money. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to share why you're doing what you're doing, okay? We're not a network marketing company or multi-level marketing. We're not a gifting organization. We're not an investment company. We're a one-of-a-kind crowdfunding system. This is very, very exciting. Wait until I show you exactly how it is that we do this. And our purpose is to cooperatively help you raise funds for whatever it is that you want. Now, hence the name Co-op5050. We're a total cooperative. That's what it is. We're working together in order to raise these funds. That's why this is so perfect to see all of you ladies on this call tonight. All right. So what I want to do is I want to play a quick 5-minute video for you that will break down the nuts and bolts of what it is that we have our hands on. 3 things that I want you to pay attention to. And then the other thing that I want you to do too, is I want you to make sure that you have a pad and pen. I should have said that at the top, but grab a pad and pen so that you can write down any questions that you may have, okay? But 3 things I want you to pay attention to on this video. First is, pay attention to the technology. Okay, the Mobius loop technology is our world-class technology. It's something that nobody else has. And it is absolutely what differentiates us from anything that you've ever seen before. So when we start to break down some things, you may say, well, this sounds familiar. I've done something like this before. And I just want to assure you that absolutely you have not. This is something completely different, all right? It's our Mobius loop technology that absolutely is the game changer. The second thing, pay attention to the digital wallet. We're going to talk more about that later. And then finally, pay attention to the people, the energy in on these people's faces. They're so excited because they're raising money. This is not cliche. This is real. We're experiencing these things. So I want you to check out those things. I'm going to play the video, and then I'm going to come back and discuss with you some strategy, how our organization has been using this technology in order to gain massive momentum. And so I'll be right back.
We are Co-op 5050, and we've got your back. We know times are financially tough right now, and you need a solution immediately. You may be unemployed or underemployed. You've probably got more month than money, and you're out of options. We also know you can't afford to pay for another failed program. You need a system you can count on, one that's automated, decentralized, private, and puts money in your pocket immediately. One that is affordable, easy to understand, and gives you instant access to your money. One that can quickly get you out of debt, pay all your monthly bills, and provide you with enough money to live the way you choose. Co-op 5050 is that system, and we've perfected it for you. We've built it with you in mind and for times like these. You see, we are the experts, the innovators, and we created crowdfunding. We released the world's first online global peer-to-peer money exchange system in 2001, and we've been doing this for 2 decades. We have put over $1 billion into people's pockets all over the world just when they needed it most. If you are in want or need hundreds or thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars right now, you're at the right place at the right time, and you can start receiving the money you want literally within minutes of joining us. These are some of the most important points. 100% of all donations go to you with no middleman or company taking a cut. 50/50 system is based on the world-famous Mobius loop, which we created and is a 2x2 follow-me forced matrix. You always remain with your team, and your team of donors always remains with you. There are 6 ways to receive donations in 50/50. People you've personally invited to donate to your cause. The people they've invited, help from above, help from below, re-entries, and one-time donations from people who just want to make a donation. 50/50 has 8 donation levels, and you can choose the level or levels you wish to get started. You will only have a one-time out-of-pocket donation for each level you join, and any future donation you send will be because you received many in return. We've created the world's first decentralized private digital wallet. You can receive an unlimited number of donations simultaneously from each donation level. There's no forced progression, and you will only advance to the next level when you choose. 50/50 is an automated system and cannot be manipulated. Auto placement, auto sending and receiving of donations, auto re-entry, auto suspension and unsuspension. You can choose not to re-enter any donation level. Each donation level has 6 positions, 2 positions directly below you and 4 below those 2. You receive 50% of each donation from each of those 6 positions in your wheelhouse. Once the 6 positions are filled, another wheelhouse automatically reopens unless you've chosen not to have it reopen. You can receive an unlimited amount of donations every second of every day. 50/50 is a global crowdfunding system, and anyone everywhere can join and donate to your cause. Co-op 50/50 is the newest addition to our cooperative crowdfunding system, and here's how it works. To get the most out of 50/50, we recommend completing these 3 simple doable steps. 1. Register and make a donation to become an active donor. Help 2 or more become active donors. 3. Encourage you 2 or more to also help 2 or more to become active donors. Completing those 3 steps fills your first wheelhouse, gives you many donations, and puts our one-of-a-kind Mobius loop to work in your favor. The 50/50 system automatically re-enters you back with your inviter to receive many more donations, all without additional effort by you. That's right, you can receive even more donations without additional effort. Because of the Mobius loop, you follow your team, and your team follows you, creating additional donations in your pocket while watching your favorite game, playing with the kids, or even while you sleep. You heard me say 2 or more. Focus on the 2 or more because if you're like most, you know many people who could use more money in their lives right now. In Co-op 5050, we work together as a team, and the bigger your team, the bigger your dream. We're called 5050 because you always receive half, meaning that if you invite 2 or 200 people to donate to your cause, you always get 50% and 50% from many of the people they invite. The other 50% goes to one of your teammates. How awesome is that? And it can quickly add up to you receiving tens of thousands of dollars and give you the financial breathing space you need right now. Oh yeah, we've created the world's first decentralized private app and first digital private wallet. Doing so has allowed us to totally automate the sending and receiving of donations, giving you real-time tracking and keeps your money private. We also offer great tools and support. Answering these questions will help you determine if Co-op 5050 is right for you. 1. Do you want or need more money than you have right now? 2. Do you know 2 or more people who want or need more than they have right now? 3. Do you have the money to get started right now? If you answered yes to those 3 questions, you're ready to get started. So let's.
All right. I really love that because when I think about, do I know 2 people who need or want more money than they have right now? It tugs at my heart because absolutely I do. Absolutely everybody I know does. We've all gone through the same things this past year. So I want to share this with you really quickly, and then I want you guys to hear from some of the other ladies in the group who are using the system currently. So I want to know it's just very simple. It's 3 very simple steps that we do. The first thing that you do is you just make a one-time donation. This is critical that you understand that you're just going to be making a one-time donation in this program. Like I said, we've raised multiple tens of thousands of dollars on this system, and it was all from one donation. Okay, so let me give you an example. If you were to make a donation of just $250, okay, so you would make that donation. The system would automatically disperse those 2 donations to 2 members. One would be to your inviter or your enroller, and then the other half of the donation would go to somebody else in the community, which is so cool. Probably one of the coolest things about this is that somebody that you probably don't even know will get a donation from you. So that's super powerful. And then step 2 is you just share this with 2 friends or family members, 2 people, and you show them how to make a donation. They make a one-time out-of-pocket donation, and then you receive half of those donations as well. So for this example, those 2 people made a donation for $250. You receive half each. So now you receive $250. I have to stop there because at this point you've been made whole. If nothing else happened after this, you've been made whole, but everything that happens after this is complete profit. It's to the good. Okay. So I'm very excited about that. So the step 3 is you show those 2 how to do the same thing, how to duplicate that process. They find 2 people and you receive half of those donations as well. At this point, you get $750 in your digital wallet because we're using digital wallets, right? More on the digital wallet later. But this is where, remember I told you this is different than anything that you've ever seen before. It's different than the network marketing and different than the susus and all kind of other things that we've done in the past. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where the technology kicks in, okay? Because at this point, the Mobius Loop technology will close this donation center, right? And it will automatically open up a brand new donation center on your behalf. And what is amazing about it is that the technology will ensure that your team always follows you and that you always follow your inviter. So what does that mean? That means is that this new donation center that has opened, who's going there? Well, remember those 2 people who you invited, their donation center is going to close too, and they're going to land right back. They're going to follow you automatically into your new donation center. So we're so excited that this is what it ultimately looks like. It's an infinity sign, has no beginning and no ending. And the little ants scurrying around that represents the donations that are going through our ecosystem. Okay, this is so powerful because it's bigger than you can imagine right now. And I'll share more on that on the next few slides, because I want to break down first how you can take that one-time out-of-pocket donation and go through all the donation levels. Like you saw in the video, there's 8 donation levels, right? So how can you go from the $250 level all the way to the $4,000 level? Let me show you how you can do that. Okay, so again, in this example, you made a $250 donation, you shared it with 2 people, and they shared it with 2 people who did the exact same thing, right? When your donation center closed, you have $750 in your donation center, in your digital wallet, okay? Now, what happens now is Uncle Moby says, Uncle Moby is how we affectionately refer to the Mobius loop technology, right? So Uncle Moby says, great job, okay? You received $750. Now, if you want to do that again, you're going to have to donate another $250, right? And now you're saying, well, Nicole, you told me that I only had to make a one-time donation. Well, you make a one-time out-of-pocket donation because where does that $250 come from? It comes from your digital wallet, leaving you $500 to the good. Now you can do whatever you want to do with this $500. This is just the first step, right? You can go and pay a car note. You can do whatever it is that you want to do with it. However, what we've been doing to create massive momentum is we think like the most successful people do, and we leverage this $500, right? And take that and we take it up to the $500 level. Now this cycling on this $250 level is happening through infinity. Okay, you see it, but we took that $500 and moved up to the $500 level, and the system is going to make a donation on our behalf to half to our inviter and half to somebody else in the community. Okay, you guys seeing how this is working? And then what happens here? Remember those 2 people who were cycling with you on the $250 level? Well, they're going to follow you to the $500 level, and the 2 who they enrolled are going to follow them, and your wheelhouse is going to close on the $500 level as well. And when that happens, you've got now $1,500 in your digital wallet. Okay, your digital wallet center, your donation center is full. Uncle Moby says, great job. You want to do it again, you're going to have to donate another $500. Now, this doesn't really happen like that. Uncle Moby doesn't ask you any questions. It's automatic. That is one of the things that really attracted me to this program, is that all of these things were done automatically. I'm busy. Like I said, I've got 2 businesses that are definitely not automatic and are not automated. They require a lot from me. Okay, so this automation is what I love. And again, what I want to show you how to do is take that $500, recycle, redonate on this level, but then leaving you $1,000 to the good. Again, we have this $1,000 that we can take and go spend and buy a handbag, right? We can do whatever it is that we want to do with this $1,000, but we think like smart business women, and we can leverage this $1,000 to take us up to the $1,000 level so that we can do this again. But we're excited about that. I'm going to show you exactly how that looks on a main scale. But what we're so thankful for is that everybody in our organization is receiving donations over and over again from a one-time donation, a one-time out-of-pocket donation. Now, I met ladies last night who were interested. They were investing in mortgage notes, all sorts of things. It doesn't matter what you want to use your money to invest in. We have this system that can help you to raise funds that you don't have to take from your bill money to invest, right? You can use this system to invest. So we're very, very excited about it. Again, like I told you, you guys saw in the video, there's 8 donation levels. So we just talked out a simulation of how you could go from the $250 level to the $500,000, $2,000, all the way to the $4,000 level, cycling on each level. Essentially, when you cycle on a level, you're paid 3 times amount, basically. So when you cycle on the $25 level, you're paid $75. When you cycle on the $50 level, you're paid $150, right? When you cycle on the $4,000 level, you receive $12,000. Now the whole goal is to take you from whatever level you start at to the $4,000 level as quickly as possible, because receiving those $2,000 donations in the middle of the night, that's fantastic. I promise you. Okay. And basically, we call it looping, right? When you cycle, where you're looping. Now, if you only were to cycle one time in a month, one time per month, just one time, it would pay you over $23,000. Cycling on all 8 levels one time pays you $23,000 in that month, or $287,000 in a year. Now, I don't care what your background is, what it is that you're doing for a living. Maybe you are, maybe you have you have a great business that is paying you well, wonderful. Maybe you have a great job, you know, that is paying you well and you love it, absolutely wonderful. But I don't care where you are in the world, 287,000 extra dollars is good money. It absolutely is. But here's what I don't want you to do here. I don't want you to think that this is the minimum. This is not the minimum. We have ladies on, you're going to meet them on this call tonight, who are doing more than this, who are looping more than once per month. Okay, so I want you to know that, I want you to make sure that you have the vision that you can absolutely, this is a huge opportunity that we have our hands on, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so very simply, how can you get started? Well, it's a very simple process. You pick which level you want to start at. You can start at the $25 level and just be active on one level and receive $12.50 donations, or you can start on all 8 levels. Okay, it doesn't really matter if you start on all 8 levels is about $8,000. Okay, and you can start receiving $4,000 donations. Doesn't matter where. What we found is that starting at the first 4 levels happens to be the sweet spot. Okay, most people will start at least at the $475 level, and the reason is basically when you add up the 4 levels, 250, 150, 50, and 25, it comes to $475, or around $500 worth of donations. And when you cycle on those 4 levels, it pays you $1,425. Okay, but you can, you know, we just recommend that you do that at least, because it helps you cut the line. If the goal is to get you to the $4,000 level as quickly as humanly possible, then starting at the 4th level, the first 4 levels, it basically takes you halfway there, or to the halfway, 50-yard line. Okay, and then you'll go to the $500 level, the $1,000, so on and so forth. So let me just share this with you guys. We are building a $1 billion ecosystem, and it might sound like I'm saying a lot, but I'm telling you that this is not a social experiment. I know what's I'm looking at the numbers, the people who are enrolling, what's happening, the rates, and we literally are building this $1 billion ecosystem where this little image, there's a little image I want you to see here. There's an image here. It literally, this is what it looks like to have infinity signs intertwined. And that's what our ecosystem is going to look like, where these different color levels on the the different color ribbons indicates the different levels that people are donating on, and the cars represent not people, but money. The money going through our ecosystem. I know many of you are using digital wallets right now. We use Cash App, Venmo, things like that more than we go into the bank, most of us. And the banks are feeling that. And we're right now creating our own $1 billion ecosystem. And there's no reason why you wouldn't want to put yourself right in the middle of that. With the Coop5050, and as I wrap this up, you're going to get so many benefits. You're going to get, the first one is just a one-time out-of-pocket donation. One time. Now, many of us have been a part of network marketing and stuff like that, which I love network marketing, because I don't want to do network marketing, but I learned so much from that. That was my introduction into personal growth and self-development. I became a businesswoman. I thought I was a businesswoman before I got into personal growth and self-development, but I literally became one as I began to work on myself. And I learned that in the network marketing space. But I spent more money on my auto ships and monthly expense than I actually made. Okay. So that's one thing that I really like about this, and a lot of people love, is that it's just a one-time out-of-pocket donation to you, and you can receive your donations immediately. There's no waiting for everybody. Like everybody, you know, people wonder all the time, well, if everybody has to do what they're supposed to do in order for me to get paid, well, that's not the case with what we're doing. Maybe in some of the other programs that we've been a part of, but not this one. It doesn't matter. I mean, I like sometimes I analyze, you know, some of the folks that I've worked with who, there are some people who were with me, they didn't do what they were supposed to do. It didn't stop me from receiving donations. So that won't hurt you like it would in other programs. You can receive simultaneously on all 8 levels. You can receive unlimited amounts of donations. Very important to know that. And you can, and it's a global fundraising territory. Our organization is absolutely beautiful. It's on every continent. It is, you know, it's global. We're using cryptocurrency to fund your digital wallet. So we're using the people's money. You don't have to worry about exchange rates or anything like that. And it's literally many of our fastest way to wealth. Like I said, you can raise money for anything. There's a lot of people who are raising money for to invest. You know, invest in whether it be, you know, right now is the time as things are going down in cryptocurrency. It's the time to buy. It's the time to buy, right? That's investing 101, buy low, sell high. It's not the time to sell it. It's the time to buy, right? So you may want to invest in cryptocurrency. And we also show you more about cryptocurrency in our trainings. We got world-class trainings. And you know, you might want to invest in real estate, invest in your community. There's so many things that you can use these funds to do. And it's many of our fastest way to wealth. All right. The other thing about this thing is it's all automated. There's automated positioning. You don't have to figure out where to put people or anything like that. Just enroll them. Uncle Moby will position them. Automated sending and receiving. You don't have to worry about cash apps. Who's on first? You know, did you receive my donation? None of that stuff. It's all automatically done in the digital wallet. Automated re-entry. You don't have to convince somebody, well, maybe you should go. No, none of that. Email, automated email sending. You're going to get an email every single time you receive a donation. So we call them dings because we have the alerts on our phones. So we're getting dings all day of donations that are coming in, and there's nothing that feels better than that. Automatic history. The only thing is that, you know, this system is so automated. All you have to do is invite people to a presentation and let them look at this information. If it makes sense, if it looks like a viable way for them, like it did for you or in me, then let us ignite them. Let us light them on fire. You don't have to worry about any of that. All you have to do is invite. It's a very simple process. Enrolling, all you're going to do is go to our Coop5050 page, Coop5050.com. You're going to use your inviter's donor key and just put your personal information in there. Note that it's only your name, email, and phone number. We're not collecting your social security number, your tax ID. People ask us all the time about tax implications. We're not collecting any of that information. This is just a vehicle to raise money. You're not an employer, you're not going to get a W-9 or a W-1099 or any of that stuff. Good point, right? So you're going to pick here, you're going to pay the $29.99. It does there, and I'll talk more on that. You're going to pick which levels you want, and then it's going to take you to a page that asks you to fund it, and we'll show you how to fund it with your cryptocurrency, or some of us have tokens and things like that. So we'll show you how to do all of that. It's a pretty simple process. And then what you get is you get your own crowdfunding website. With a real-time dashboard. You'll be able to see everything that's happened in, you know, all the donations sent and received. But most importantly, you're going to get your own decentralized private wallet. Now, private is the key word here, is that it's private. But I want to show you this quick video on what private wallets are, because you may be like me, where that sounds like something fancy. But let me just play this quick video for you.
Basically, if you hear the term digital wallet, you're probably thinking of a small application on your phone with your card storage and to make your payments easy, but that's just the beginning. So digital wallets are soon going to emerge as financial ecosystem that are going to support a number of financial services. It could be your taxes, it could be your investing, it could be your insurance, or even access to crypto assets. So they're going to become a financial hub. In terms of digital wallet opportunity, if you look at the growth of digital wallets in the US, it's already 13 million users are using digital wallets as of today. And we believe about 75% of the US adult population will be using a digital wallet by 2023. Once the bank branch opportunity is realized, around $200 billion of market cap will be attributable to digital wallet companies like Square Cash or Venmo that are playing in the space right now. So with digital wallets, it's essentially a bank branch in your pocket. So an access to financial services as simple as making a phone call.
All right, very, very simple, very quick video. I just wanted you to understand just how big this notion of digital wallets are. As we go cashless, you know, it's very, very important, and it's private. Where private might not sound like it's very important now, but trust me, when everything is for everybody's eyes to see, to have something that is off limits and that is private is going to be very important to you going forward. Okay, and then you're going to get tools and support. First of all, like I said to you, you have access to presentations every night. We do them Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. at smarterthanmoney.live. I encourage you to come back to watch a presentation, but also bring guests. And then we have world-class training. I can't talk enough about the training. I told you that, training changed my life, and we do the exact same training you'll get access to that training information also in the future. So very, very excited. You're going to have all the tools that you need. So, I mean, that's all I have. What I want to do though, is I want you guys to hear, I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing my screen. My mouse doesn't want to work now. Very exciting stuff. Oh, there we go. Stop sharing my screen. And I want you ladies to hear from some other ladies in our community. We got a fine community. I can't talk enough about these ladies who I have learned so much from, who I have grown to love, who have loved me, who have looked out for me. And we just do that for each other. It's really been an amazing community here. So I want you guys to hear from some of them. The first person who I want you to hear from, and I have to bring her on first because, I mean, she's not going to say it, but I'll say it, that she is the biggest earner right now in the company globally. And she's right here in our organization. She is a firecracker. She's a busy, busy person because she got 5 kids, y'all. So if she can do this, then I want you, I mean, we all have to know that this is something that is definitely doable. So I have to bring on none other than Miss Nalani Rude.
Hello.
Hey, Nalani.
Okay, quick correction. I think female. You have to add female.
Oh, female. Okay. I'm sorry.
Some powerhouse men out there, so it's all good though. Well, Nicole, you are such a blessing. I tell you, you're like a sister to me very, very quickly. I am from Midwest, and we share that. We're in common with that. And when I jumped into this, I definitely was not in the mental bandwidth to truly appreciate it. And I am so very thankful for Dr. Lita. She brought this to me, and again, I just was not in the mental headspace for this. So if you are not quite there yet, it's okay, because it's going to come. And I was actually injured. We were in something before. I'd been in this industry for years and years and years. It was out of necessity because I have 5 kids. I wanted to stay home with them. And when this was presented, we were completely injured. It was right around Christmas time, and I'm thankful that I said yes. In my mind, I thought if we could just get the kids to earn enough for private school tuition. That would be everything. That would be everything. So I started, and I tell you, since it's just us ladies, I had an iPhone, and my old iPhone, and I was getting so many dings throughout the night that this is all that was happening. It was like buzz, buzz, buzz. And my husband was like, what is going on? And I was like, I don't even know. It's just wonderful. But then I thought, well, that you're giving me permission to go get a new phone. So, so that's what I did. And it just took off. And it's just been one of the biggest blessings in our life. Went to church this morning, came out of church, got another ding as $2,000 for a donation. I mean, I've stolen your words, Nicole. It's bananas. It's bananas. It really is. And, I just think the donations are just like wonderful, but the people I'm meeting, it's just, I don't know how it happened, but so quickly we all feel like family. Like it feels like we've known each other forever. And I think it's because we come from backgrounds where we've been hurt, we've been injured, and we're all on the same, in the same boat, on the same journey, trying to make a better way for our families. And we found it. And so on that note, I'm just so very grateful that we're all here. And I just look forward to just cheering and high-fiving and hugging in person quickly someday, soon. It's a game changer. It's a life changer. And I don't want to use that word lightly, but I'm so grateful for everybody being here and seeing this. If you are seeing this, you're in the absolute right position to just take action. So on that note, thank you for having me, Nicole, and Maya. She's a beauty. Dr. Lita, Bridget, everybody. Oh my gosh, I love you all.
Thank you so much. I mean, I always say this, because I birthed one child, and I say, if a woman with 5 children can find, can do this and be successful, you're just an inspiration to me, and of course, an amazing leader in our organization. We're all thankful for you, and thanks for sharing. All right. So with that being said, let's bring on the next person. I've got some, I don't even know how to bring on the next person because I love them all so much, but let me just bring this person out. This is somebody who I love dearly. She's the first person who rocked with me, if you will, in this program. She, I'll let her tell your story, and then I can tell you how I feel about it. But Maya, please share with us, with the ladies, your beautiful story.
Ladies,
so crazy.
It's me. I did it with her like a nut job. I just jumped head first. I mean, legit, Nicole, I thank you so much for loving me enough to share this. You didn't have to, because there's some people that I haven't introduced this program to because I got to work with them. But I did this on the strength of the integrity that you have, the woman that you've been, the relationship that we've built. And I came right in at the sweet spot, 475. I saw it, I got it, I wanted in. And since that day, which was February 12th, I have raised $26,112.50. I am over the moon. Now that is $9,000, roughly $9,000 a month. I have not done anything in my life to earn $9,000 a month. So I have paid off debt, men that have given me some support, men in my family, men that are friends, they've given me money as support for my education and whatever else I needed. I was able to pay them their money back. A couple of them, I got donor keys and paid them their money back, member to member. And they cycled and I got some money back, but I am so grateful for this. I've got a bunch of ladies on this call today that are my friends who are entrepreneurs. And I've just run into a lot of dynamic ladies over my lifetime, and I haven't been able to do anything remotely like this for them in the past. So I am so grateful for the personal growth and self-development. I have rearranged my entire schedule because I own a business. I didn't say that, but I own a business. I own a skincare studio here in Michigan. And when COVID hit, I had no income. And through the grace of God, my family, friends, people took care of me because I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I mean, sometimes there's been beans and rice, other times there may have been some steak with it. But I got it how I live, pretty much. So I'm so grateful. I'm going to shut up and give someone else an opportunity to talk because I could go on and on and on. But if you're here, somebody loves you. And I'm grateful that Nicole loved me enough to share this with me and put me in the game, Coach. I appreciate you. And I love you so much for it.
Oh my God, I love you so much. And I just got to say this before I go. Folks are texting me.
I forgot, Nicole. I forgot. I got $2,000 yesterday, y'all.
Oh, I was gonna wonder if you was gonna say anything about that.
Yes, I forgot. I was making my lunch, child. I was making my lunch. 1 o'clock, 1:16, that ding came through, and my sister Bielka, God love her, sent me a text message. It was $2,000. I'm going to New Orleans. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you so much, Nicole. I'm sorry, I forgot.
And I always have to say this because this is something, especially with leaders on the line, and you might be considering if this is something that you want to bring your contacts, your connections, network to. I have to say this is that we've all been in things where even though if you have a certain skill set, you have a certain network, you can make money. But you will know in your heart that there are going to be other people who are not going to be so successful, and that is not a good feeling. And I tell you that another thing that we're excited about is that we were able to come over here and see people like, this is my friend who I said trust me to, and she's makes over $25,000 in a couple of months, has never done any type of marketing, any of that. Okay. And so when you think about not just, how much can you get and things like that, but when you think that you have something, all you're doing is sharing with them. I didn't have to ask her to do anything. I just let her watch a presentation. She saw she was ready to raise some money for her life, right? Grown people make decisions for their own life. And she was ready to do this for her own life, and she's winning. And that feels so amazing, guys. So I just need to do this little housekeeping. I got a few texts already asking me, how do I get started? Okay, so how you're going to get back with the person who invited you to this call. They're going to answer any questions that you might have. They're going to walk you through the process on getting started. It's very simple, and then we're going to just welcome you to the team. So definitely do that. But before you guys leave, though, I have got a couple other ladies I'd like to hear from, and one of them is someone who I have grown to love. She inspires me also. All these moms, they inspired me so much, but her in particular, she's got these boys. I mean, she's got these rambunctious boys, and I want her to share with you guys her story. Lynn Cave. Lynn, I thought I saw you on the call. You made it, right?
Yes, I'm here.
There, wonderful. There you are.
Hi. Yes, my name is Lynn Cave. I live in Westchester, New York. I'm a mom of 3 boys, and I'm a single mom of 3 boys. I have the kids about 95% of the time. So I wasn't looking for anything that was gonna take a lot of extra time out of my schedule. But when I saw this, I saw that it was fully automated, and I saw that it was a way to generate donations or income quickly. I've been in network marketing in the past, and I had a lot on my plate when I was doing that, but my whole goal was to create some kind of residual income so that when I was in the hospital with my middle son in and out throughout the years, that all I had to do was focus on him and not anything financial. So this has allowed me to be able to focus on that. We're actually in Boston right now. We just got here right before the meeting started, and we have a lot of appointments and stuff tomorrow. He's got surgery in a couple weeks. And for the first time in 7 years, over the last 3 months of being in this, I've been able to just relax whenever we are in the hospital. We're going in a couple of weeks. We're going to go actually early to Boston and stay a few extra days because we can afford to do that now. I'm going to take him on a whale watch and things. Whereas, you know, over the last several years, I was so stressed out with money because we'd be in the hospital 10 days, 12 days, 20 days. And I would be picking off his tray, trying to eat because I didn't have extra money to go out and get stuff, you know? So everything has just changed so much with this opportunity. And what I love most about it too is throughout the years of doing network marketing and things, I was, you know, had some success, but I always wanted everybody to win. And I have so many friends and family who got involved with me, and I always felt some kind of way like I got them into this and I just wanted them so bad to be successful, and most of them weren't. So I love reaching back out to them and saying, there's still another way to fulfill your dream of residual income or whatever your goals were. There's an easier way. And in this system, you can get donations, but you can also give donations. It's a give and receive. And so it's just been awesome. I'm a little all over the place because we just had that long drive, but yeah, I think that was pretty much all I wanted to say. It's been very exciting. I started at the 475. I'm at the $4,000 level now. I'm coming up on about 30,000 in donations. I don't know the exact number, but and I've been in since end of February, I think is when I started. So.
Wow, Lynn, that is so wonderful. And yes, let him come and give us some love. We love him too. Yes. Hi. So yeah, that is so wonderful. I'm glad you shared that with us. And you know, we understand as women how having a financial crunch can totally stress you out in a way, and people don't understand what that will. People do understand. These ladies understand how that stress will take your hair out, how that stress will raise your blood pressure, how it will cause all sorts of things, you know, cause us to do desperate things, all sorts of things. And not being able to take our kids and give them candy, you know, give them an ice cream cone, you know what I mean? Things like that, because ice cream cone is not $2 anymore. You know, you go to the ice cream shop, it's a $25 trip. Okay. And, you know, all of those things. And to be able to do those things without any stress or pressure feels amazing. So, I mean, I know we could talk about all the big things that we want to do, but sometimes it's the little things. It's the little things. So I really appreciate you, Lynn. You have really become someone who is near and dear to my heart, and I really appreciate being on this journey with you. So thank you so much for sharing this evening. All right. And then finally, because I know we've gone over our anticipated time, but I don't care. You guys have to hear from this last person, who is someone who I have the greatest amount of respect for. She's one of the first people I met when I entered this industry of, I mean, I don't know, she likes to call it free enterprise. I'm gonna use her word. This free enterprise industry, like I said, I made no money, but I learned a lot, and I gained a friend. And so this is someone who I have a great deal of respect for. Her name is Bridget Copeland Harris, but I like to refer to her as Queen B. So Queen B, please share your story with the ladies.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. I always say I'm just very grateful to be in this number, you know, to be here, because it's truly a blessing just to be here, you guys. And if you decide to join us, you'll realize what I'm talking about. You know, I just echo all the wonderful things that Dr. Lita Harris said about Nicole. You know, she is just really a special person, young woman, but a powerful businesswoman. One of the things that Lita might not know this, but when I met Nicole many years ago, we were on our way to some big event with the young man who introduced us to this in Texas. Met her in I saw her actually in the airport. And she was sharp, you know, had on her business suit, her black business suit, and her stilettos, getting them shoe shined at the shoe shine guy. I had never seen a woman get her pumps shoe shined before. So I said, oh, this is the sharp here. So, you know, she's just that caliber of a person and business person. I just love her to death because she's beautiful, but she's sweet too. you know, and that's a great combination. But I'm not going to hold you guys real long, but I am grateful to be able to share with you. I I take that back. I was going to say I almost missed this, but there's no way. The young man, Mr. Greg Baldwin, who introduced this to me, I've known him for many, many, many years. And so when he brought it to me in early January, gave him a hard time because I had just blessed in one of these communities, in this gifting community or whatever. But because it was him, I know he knows systems, and I know that he would not present a system to you unless he knew that you could be successful at it. So I looked at it, of course, and of course I joined and got started. And just so happy that I actually did do that. I actually came in at the $25 level, and talked to a couple of my great friends. Dr. Lita's sister was one of them. I've become family with these, with Lita and Ursula and all them. And we got started. But when Dr. Lita came in, she came in at a higher level than we did. So we elevated up real quickly to the sweet spot and found out that that spot really is sweet, you guys. It really is, does give you a head start. But anyway, we got started. Fortunately, because of just all the wonderful people that I was partnered with, I was able to hit the $4,000 wheelhouse. And it's just been amazing since that time. Because of this system and the way that it actually works, I've been able to give into the community in donations almost $17,000 since January. Now look, I was laid off last year like everybody else because of COVID. Because of my age, I decided to go on and retire. So I'm a retired senior, I'm a grandmother, okay? And so it's just amazing to me to realize that at this stage in my life, as a senior, a retiree, I'm able to give almost $17,000 in donations to help people with all of their various causes, whatever it might be. You know, Lynn talked about things, Nalani talked about things that she wanted to do. I know Lita and her husband wants to build a church, you know, and this will help them with that. And so that's just such a blessing to me. And the thing that's so awesome about it, you guys, is that this system is so ingenious that the reason why I'm able to give into the community almost $17,000 because I've received from the community almost $35,000 since January. This system, the way it's designed, is that it allows you to give forward into the community that what you received from the community. Give forward into the community because you received from the community. I have never experienced anything like this. I have been in free enterprise like many, many others all my adult life. I love the ideal. I love this platform, the ideal that you could come together cooperatively and help each other just win and succeed in life. And so there's just nothing like this. For me to be able to receive this kind of income as being retired, it will supplement my retirement. You know, this is a funny story, but I was able to go out and pay cash for a new sectional in my house recently. There's no way I ever would have been able to do that before this, you know. So that might not be a big deal to a lot of people, but was a really big deal to my daughter and I. So I'm just grateful, Nicole, grateful for you and beautiful Miss Maya for putting together this meeting for us and for us women so that women can shine, because we know that it's all about us, right? We're the one that's making it really happen. We know that. Yeah. But so I just appreciate this. I appreciate everybody on the line. And I just want to encourage you, if you ever wanted to do something and do something significant and win at it, you need to join us. The young man, Mr. Greg Baldwin, who has started this Smarter Than Money team and who is set on creating this billion-dollar self-driving economy. We're serious about it. We're looking for partners. We're looking for people who aren't afraid to do something that significant in life. So please join us. You know, so happy that all of you took the time to be here, and just grateful to be able to share, Ms. Nicole. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I want to put a pop pin. I don't need to say anything else, but I can't say any more than how much I love and respect you ladies. And I think about the caliber of women that we have on the call. And if we think about, you know, because my vision is always looking forward, like, what are we going to do with this thing? Like, it's not just about us receiving some donations, maybe investing here or there. But when you have an army of sophisticated business women utilizing a system to where they're bringing an extra $100,000, $500,000 a year home back to this community. What can we not do? What can't we do together as an organization? Now we're talking much bigger, right? And so that's the vision that I have for our that we all shared. I mean, because I want to make sure that it's not, it's not just me. But as we usher ourselves into this cashless society, being educated, being united, using this system, there is nothing we can't do together. And we can really, make changes in our communities. We can really invest in our communities. We can really invest in some really big deals. We can create residual income for ourselves forever through real estate and other types of vehicles, right? There's nothing we can't do together. So we know your net worth is determined by your network, and there's not a better network than this network right here. So that being said, ladies, I am so glad that you guys joined me this evening. I enjoyed each and every one of you who shared. I enjoyed seeing the faces of each and every one of you who are joining us here. If you see value in what it is that we shared with you on this evening, join us. Come on. The water feels good over here. It's a very simple process, but get back with that sister who invited you to the call on this evening, and let's rock and roll. Let's make it happen. So with that being said, God bless each and every one of you, and good night. See you on the next call. Bye.
Good night. Thank you so much, Nicole. Maya, thank
Phenomenal,
you.
phenomenal.
Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Oh, great
Thank you
call.
so much.